going? Today we're playing The Legend of Zelda Young King Arthur skin, and I'm super happy about this. I haven't played King Arthur in a while, and our first matchup today, we're going to be going up against a Thanatos and a Thor. Also, look on our team, we got the trickster monkey himself, Sun Wukong. Alright, I'm slamming down, I'm doing some damage, but I got interrupted by that Thanatos. Now, that Thanatos does have one of the skins in the store shop. Personally, I don't like it. It's a little too emo for me. However, it does look cool when other people play it. Now, as you can see here, right now, we're about even, all of us, in vulnerability, so it's not too much to worry about trying to interrupt. My goal is actually to get rid of that Thanatos, because I know Thanatos can be super deadly. Now, you saw me pop out the GG emote because I thought that Thor did such a beautiful Mjolnir throw. It was so out of pocket and caught me off guard. The Sun Wukong is very low on vulnerability right now, which is actually pretty incredible. That sight barely missed me. I used the stun a little too early. I could have actually stunned Thor since he was coming in. He's using it right there. I'm going to use my mobility, interrupt him here into some ultimate, and it does knock him out. No, not enough. Coming in there with Soaring Edge, it barely misses the Thanatos into the heavy, and it works. Because of that extra distance on my sword, I was able to rip him a new one right there. We do get the stun, and this should be the round there for us. GG. Alright, so round one goes to our team, the Night Monkey squad. By the way, this is a beautiful duo, Sun Wukong and King Arthur. I really do gotta work on that 2v2 tier list. Okay, so we're engaging early on the Thanatos. He avoids me like a professional and makes me feel like I was worth nothing right there. Very good job though, dude. This is a great match overall, and I could already see these two know what they're doing, especially that Thanatos. So, oh, that was a beautiful interrupt, healing him. Sun Wukong's actually very high. I tried to get the Soaring Edge off in time to avoid that, but it didn't work. The Sun Wukong does make it back on. I'm going to use my mobility, interrupt, tried to get some light attacks, canceled it on the second swing. I'm sorry, not ultimate. My stun was used a little too early, and there you can see I got stunned by Thor, but thankfully saved by Sun Wukong. Going to use my ultimate here. I used it a little too early, and the scythe is going to knock me out as I ran straight into that. That actually really sucks. Now it's up to the monkey. Can he do it? Ape Brain, let's see what you got. He could have turned it around there, and if he had landed that ultimate peck on the Thanatos, he may have been able to eliminate him out. The ultimate for the Thanatos comes up. They do switch and hit the clone out. He does with his dashing strike. Somehow alive, dodges straight through. Perfect timing. Tried to get some light attacks off, and he's being edge guarded now. He needs to be careful. He buys enough time to make himself on the platform, but finally gets hit right there. They tied up with a 1-1. That was a very incredibly intense round. And I, for one, am having tons of fun right now. Oh, I love the GG emote comes in with the interrupt right there. Going to look to use Soaring Edge, try to get some damage off there, but the dashing strikes knock them back. I think I got the stun up on the Thor. I'm not actually 100% sure what happened there, but I do get some light attacks off. And the monkey himself is in the background doing some Thanos. And Thanatos is doing such a good job being the perfect support for his Thor, who's being very aggressive right here. And that's how they're able to do so much. I might be able to spike him down. Oh no, he uses his mobility, so I'm going to interrupt here, get my Sun Wukong partner some time to do something. Okay, Soaring Edge interrupts Berserker's Barrage. I know the monkey is lower vulnerability than these two right now. He's going super heavy, so I'm trying to be the support, going in for that hold heavy attack. That should be the Thor right there. Now we just need, oh, really nice Curl by the Sun Wukong right there, eliminating out the Thanatos simultaneous with me. So we're at 1 point ahead. Now we need to try to bring home this victory, or are they going to turn it around? I do interrupt the Berserker's Barrage there with a nice interrupt from my mobility, and the Thor comes in swinging his hammer really tough right there. Man, this is such a great game. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this match so far. I need to avoid, yeah, I kind of messed up there, and the Thanatos is edge guarding me pretty hard. My mobility is coming up in a couple seconds. I was going to try to jump back out, but he hit me with the scythe, hitting off the Soaring Edge right there. It does interrupt, but Sun Wukong gets eliminated. These two turned up a second gear, and we are getting wrecked really hard right now. I do get the stun off, trying to keep distance. My ultimate is coming back up. That was a perfect little dodge and interrupt right there, dodging into my ultimate, knocking them both back, seeing if I can pull off this 1v2. This is going to be very intense due to the dodge right there into some light attacks. Okay, so we have mobility. We're going to take to this guy, see if we can eliminate him out. Barely missing. I dodged that hammer by the grace of God there, dude. Like, that was serious, pure luck. I run into the scythe. I think I did a really nice job, personally, actually fighting that. Those two were doing such a wonderful job. Alright, so it's me and Wukong versus these two right now. Can we pull it off? We're all tied up. 2-2. Interrupt right there into some nice side attacks, getting some damage off on the Thanatos. He dodges to avoid my stun, and I dodge, which actually caused me to be punished. barely avoiding that right there, but I do get hit with the interrupt, and Sun Wukong is getting tossed back as well. Gonna look to use my soaring edge there, hitting them both. Not expected. I thought I was just gonna hit the Thor, so that works out in our favor. Into the heavy attack. Gonna try to edge guard this Thor, who comes in with his mobility stunned, so I did not get a chance to interrupt him, and there goes my partner. Because of that mistake, Sun Wukong is gone. Now it's a 1v2. What am I gonna be able to do? Popping my ultimate here, knocking back the Thanatos, dropping the soaring edge. Keep an eye on both of them to kind of pay attention right now into the light attack. Because of the distance, I might be able to get a heavy. Boom! They barely missed it. I think this is GG here for me. Okay, I'm gonna jump out, wait for my mobility to come up, avoiding the ultimate right there, stun, and I get interrupted. Air light, air heavy from the Thanatos, giving us a GG. That was fantastic. I had so much fun. I would definitely give that a 9 out of 10. And in this matchup here, we have a mirror matchup of the Night Monkey squad, Sun Wukong and King Arthur on both teams. Which one is going to come out on top? We are going to find out. I interrupt there perfectly with my mobility, tried to get some distance with my light attacks, but it was countered. I'm going to look to drop my soaring edge here so I can save my partner, who comes in with the full dashing strikes rotation. Seeing if I can get a stun right here. I do. Going to use that hold heavy attack, knocking back the Sun Wukong. Going to use a heavy attack to save my partner. Perfect right there. Can I spike him down? It probably is going to work, giving us that first knockout victory. And there goes the enemy King Arthur by our Sun Wukong, giving us the first point victory in this round. That started off really good. It was a little choppy in the beginning, so I feel kind of good that we were able to pull off that victory. Going to interrupt him right there to save my partner, peeling as much as possible. He does get that heavy attack. I do get the stun off on the King Arthur, but that was a nice dashing strikes. Air light, air heavy right there. Going to look to get a heavy attack again, guarding him as much as possible. Maybe I can spike him down pretty early, and it does work. That is actually really nice to know. Now we're two monkeys going up against each other. Which one's going to come out on top? Dodging straight through. Since he targeted me, I was going to let them 1v1. I'm not having that. The stun drops him straight down. Well, actually, as you can see there, I thought it would have dropped him straight down. However, the Sun Wukong on my team said, nope, I'm going to take that point, and that's totally okay. The question is right now, is this going to be the final round for this game? We're going to find out on this episode. Kind of peel for my partner right there, coming in with my mobility, hitting some nice side attacks. I could try to get a stun there if possible, and he does drop all the way down. The 10,000 King Arthur IQ play, dodging the enemy King Arthur as well. I'm going to try to let them 1v1. Unless he keeps targeting me, then I'm going to go straight for him and eliminate him out. You know what? He's still targeting me. I'm going to pay attention right here. Going to use my soaring edge, peel for my partner. My partner should be able to eliminate him out there. While I think he just fell. I'm pretty sure he did, giving us the GG. Alright, so we're gonna go into the next round right here, and in this round right here, we have opponents Amaterasu and Susanoo, and on my team, we have a Saul. Now, the Amaterasu in the enemy team is level 20, and is somebody that's familiar to a lot of the random games I play. That one guy who has a very good tendency to use the Amaterasu Rage Quit combo, where she one-shots you when you can't do anything. So we're gonna go and see what we can pull off right here, hitting some nice side attacks, trying to peel for my partner as best as possible. Saul is taking it from the Amaterasu, and I don't blame him. That's a very good player right there. I'm being edge guarded, gonna come back in with my mobility, see if I can get the stun off. Perfect timing into the hold heavy. Susanoo gets eliminated. I don't know what happened. I think he may have gotten the stun, and I'm spiking down the Amaterasu, bringing us the victory, getting the 2-point elimination right there. That was actually really good luck on my part. I wouldn't say that was skill. I would say that was pure luck. As they were focusing that Saul so hard, it allowed me to get that opportunity to knock them out. I'm still not 100% sure what happened to the Susanoo. I think he got stunned. I'll probably watch back the video to find out. And we're going super hard early on right here. Try to get some damage off on the Amaterasu again, but it didn't work. The clash from both of us right there as we're focusing each other. She simply evades my stun easily right there, and I get punished for missing my attack. Gonna buy some time as my mobility comes up, re-engaging, try to get soaring edge, and she interrupts it. I'm at very high vulnerability, and I need to be careful. Those light attacks, okay, I'll try to avoid everything right here, because if I get caught up, oh no, yeah, that's the GG right there. The one shot that came in really beautifully from that one guy, I think, Amaterasu, with that level 20 Rage Quit combo, and there goes the Saul, just dropped straight down. Okay, so they tied up the points right there, 1-1. Now we're going into the third round. Are we going to be able to pull this off? We're going to find out. Re-engaging immediately on them, trying to be super aggressive as possible. As I see Saul is kind of struggling, so I'm going to try my best to help her out where I can. Looking to dodge out of that into the stun, but it was interrupted. Do get a beautiful combustion by the Saul, allowing me to get that damage off on the Amaterasu. Susanoo is edge guarding me pretty hard. My mobility comes up in a couple seconds. Tried to get the dodge. Going to re-engage right here, see if I can get any interrupt. It does work on the Amaterasu, dropping the soaring edge on the Susanoo, And there it goes, the Rage Quit combo on the Sol. Now we're going to try to pull off the 1v2. However, I think the one guy's going to let me 1v1. Yeah, he is. It seems like it. Thank you so much for allowing this. If you're watching this video, I really appreciate it. Now we're going to focus on the Susanoo, the best of our abilities, trying to even off the vulnerability, and we kind of did the job there. Barely missing the Soaring Edge, re-engaging with my mobility into the heavy attack, pushing him back out. I do have the stun, going to try to get him here. He dodges straight through. I used my ultimate a little too early, but due to the extension of the sword, I can interrupt him here before he gets that off, adding more damage to his counter. Now we're going to collect this. He's going to drop it there, dodge straight through, going to go in for a hold heavy attack. Nope, he doesn't re-engage there, but guess what? I do hit him with the Soaring Edge. Even though he takes me with the tornado, I re-engaged. I used the stun way too early. That could have been GG right there, but that's okay. Coming in for the spike, and he hits me with his air heavy attack. I need to be a little careful right there. Perfect. Now he does not have a dodge. Going to re-engage a little bit, getting the Soaring Edge. He was not able to jump off it. This should be the spike right there. Now it's me versus Amaterasu. Which one of us can pull this off? I need to bait out his ultimate, or we're going to lose right there. Collecting that health orb. Hit some nice light attacks. I was going to try to dodge through. This may be it. Can I get the spike counter? No. He has Sunseeker Dash. He's going to hit me out. He's going to try to use his ultimate when I re-engage back. So I have my hand on my dodge. Now, perfect timing into the Soaring Edge. Can I get the stun? No, he dodges through, and I try to avoid him, but I still get hit with his light attacks. And I think this may be GG for me soon if I don't pull this off. Oh no, the Heavenly Strike. And there I go, getting knocked out. Yeah, I saw the mistakes I was playing against him, but that's okay. That was such a fun round. GG's all around right now. We're into the 4th round, trying to pull off this victory right here. Going to re-engage on the Susanoo, because out of the 2 players, it seems like the Susanoo is the one player I could probably handle a lot easier. The Amaterasu is a little more difficult, and the Amaterasu is actually dealing that Sol a lot of damage right there. The Sol is able to re-engage on the platform, dodging out of Susanoo, spiking him straight down. I don't think he may be able to get back up, but we're still going to pay attention. He does, hitting him with some nice side attacks. Going to try to get the stun there, and it does work, ending the game. Now I'm going to allow these 2 to 1v1 right there. The Amaterasu hits her with the Heavenly Strike, knocking Sol back, who's at 128% vulnerability. Falls to her that. Now it's the 1v1 right here, and we're going to see what I can do. I made a mistake there, but thankfully I was on low vulnerability. I do get some damage off there, coming out with the Soaring Edge. Did not get the slow, and the counter from her uppercut, perfectly done, dodging straight through. We both actually dodged, but I do get the stun, so I'm just going to go from light attacks, as the hold heavy would not have been enough. I tried to catch her in time with my ultimate. It didn't work. She does have hers, and I need to be careful. If I get caught with that, that will be game over right there. Soaring Edge gets dodged out. I may be able to use a heavy attack there, countered with the Heavenly Strike, re-engaging with my mobility, and she counters with the uppercut. I need to be very careful right here, dodging straight through. Going to try to use my ult. We both fade and not hit each other with anything, as I hit her with that heavy, finally avoiding her Sunseeker Dash, dropping the Soaring Edge. I'm over 100% with her damage. She can knock me down. We're avoiding each other as much as possible. She finally lands some extra damage. I'm buying time for my mobility so I can re-engage right here. Perfect timing, and she does. Oh, that's the stun from the dodge she used early on, giving me that hold heavy attack. Now we're tied up 2-2. This round is super intense. We're gonna find out what happens in this 5th round right here. I have to try to keep Sol alive as much as possible, try to not let her get eliminated too early. She's still doing a very good job holding her own, and we're trying to do some damage right here, countering for her with that stun on the Amaterasu, but she gets caught up in the tornado. Try to get some light attacks. It does work on her. Oh, that was a nice counter by the Susanoo, but I do spike him, slamming him into the ground. The combustion comes off, and I counter the Susanoo, and the Amaterasu gets hit with the fireball. So much is going on this map. The Amaterasu is very high. I'm going to try to eliminate her right here. Hold heavy should do it, and no, she's able to survive. Sol is right there as well, holding off against the Susanoo, looking to see what I can do. The Soaring Edge does come out, and that beautiful hold heavy from the Sol, eliminating him out, spiking down the Susanoo. Going to allow them to 1v1 here, and they're going up against each other. Susanoo is at 119%. The Sol is at 79. Which one's going to come out on top? The combustion was countered by the Susanoo's air heavy attack. Susanoo's going up for his ultimate. Sol used her dodge way too early. He tried to attack me. Dude, no. He re-engaged on me. All right, so I'm going to eliminate him out right here. You don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to walk up and stun him as he's coming in right here. Boom. Oh, he survives, but the heavy attack will eliminate him out. He uses ultimate. I know it was a joke, and I'm totally fine with that. GG's all around. Okay, so we're going up here in the Roller Rumble, one of my worst unhated maps. I really don't like this map, simply because of those 2 spikes that keep turning around right there. They're super annoying. On the enemy team, we have a King Arthur and a Thor, a very interesting combo. And on my team, again, we have another Night Monkey. I don't know why I was saying Sun Monkey. I meant to say Sun Wukong, but Night Monkey squad between Sun Wukong and King Arthur. Now, as you can see, the enemy King Arthur is not really helping his partner, which is quite interesting. So we're just focusing off this Thor right here. I mean, I don't mind personally. If this is what it's going to gonna be. We're just gonna get an easy victory right here and move on to the next one. Tried to get the spike, but the Thor fell after throwing Mjolnir, so that should give us the GG right there, allowing those two to fight a little bit. But since this King Arthur was letting his Thor get bodied, you know what, I'm just gonna help right here and eliminate him out where I can. If I get a nice opportunity, I'm probably gonna look to stun him right here. He's just jumping around and kiting like a professional. Pretty nice on his part. I actually like the name of the Sun Wukong, Saturn, but he used the $sign. That's actually a pretty cool way to do it, and that should be the elimination right there for the King Arthur. Sadly it isn't, and he's able to stay in the sky at 123% vulnerability, and he's just hopping around. I think he knows this game round is over, but I just don't know why he didn't help his partner out there. That's the one thing I just don't understand, but it's okay. He does use his ultimate, pushing back the Sun Wukong, and they're going in it. The Sun Wukong gets the hold heavy attack, allowing him to get the elimination off on the enemy. Okay, so we're 1 point up in this round. Hopefully the Thor gets some help, and he does. The enemy King Arthur is engaging now, which makes this more interesting. Drop it. Ooh, the Mjolnir actually gets me right there. Really nice. Gonna get the stun on the Berserker's Barrage and run him straight into the environmental hazard. The sad part is I didn't actually mean to get it myself, and it seems like Sun Wukong is doing a fantastic job on the enemy King Arthur right there. We may be able to eliminate the Thor pretty early. Ooh, double stun from that enemy team. Beautifully done right there. Getting the stun again. That should be the elimination for the Thor. Yes, it is. Now we just have to deal with the King Arthur. I'm going to collect this health orb right here, watching King Arthur go in on the Sun Wukong monkey who pops his clone. I don't know what happened to my words right there, guys. Okay, so as you can see, the ultimate from the King Arthur goes in for that hold heavy attack. Which one is he fighting? I don't know. I'm just here. I have my stun. Don't come into me. Don't come into me, or I'm going to use it. Okay, and there it goes. The enemy King Arthur gets eliminated from the matchup. Okay, I said it, don't come into me, even though I wasn't able to express it in game. One of the things they do need to add is the voice chat. I think that's something really needed for the game. However, I heard that apparently you can if you do some workarounds, so I don't know really what's going on with that. I tried to get the spike early, but I do get the spike. That might be it for the Thor early in the game. Yes, it is. Oh man, that sucks because he did use his mobility earlier and he went too low, which happens a lot of the time. You see that happen to me all the time, and these two are just gonna 1v1. So we have the Sun Wukong versus the King Arthur right there. He goes in for that hold heavy attack, misses. Should I get the whole? Nah, you know what? I don't think getting the health orb makes sense. I'm at 0% right now. The King Arthur, what's he doing? He takes to the sky and re-engages on the Sun Wukong. And as you can see, them hold heavy attack comes out, knocking the enemy King Arthur there. He almost fell straight down. And the Sun Wukong, I'm pretty sure he fell with the tiger form. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Now it's a 1v1 between me and the enemy King Arthur. It happens, dude. Don't feel bad about it. I dropped down with that tiger form so much. Alright, so the enemy King Arthur gets interrupted as he uses his ultimate, allowing me to simply hit him with that heavy attack and eliminate him out. GG's all around, so we're going to go into another round. This matchup's going to be very interesting, not because I have a partner that is Thor, but simply because Izanami and Loki is the duo. You do not see this duo as often, even though it is extremely powerful. But as I said earlier, my partner is Thor, and we're going to see what we can pull off right here. The Izanami already came off on me, so I'm trying to do as much as I can to do damage to her and counter her best as possible. That was actually a pretty nice dodge on my part. He walks into the last part of my light rotation, and the Thor is doing a fantastic job beating up his brother Loki right now. Alright, so we do have our stun here. I used it at the wrong time, not able to get it off on the Loki, but the soaring edge comes in into the hold heavy, which gets countered immediately. But I do get some nice light attacks off on both of them, apparently, into that hold heavy, eliminating the Loki straight out of the map. Now it's just the Izanami going in with the heavy attack as she attacked Thor, giving us the first round victory right there. And Thor survived. If you saw in the little corner, he was making his way back in. I got the double knockout. Loki's headed to me right now. I'm going to use my ultimate with the nice GG emote, popping myself on the other side of the room, collecting them both with the soaring edge. I did not get the stun off. It was interrupted immediately by the Loki. The Berserker's Barrage from the Thor. I tried to dodge, but my dodge was on cooldown, and I'm being tossed around. I'm at 98% vulnerability. I need to be very careful using that spike down where that stun comes out. I think that's it for me. I get eliminated. Now it's up to the Thor to see if he can 1v2 both of them. He uses his mobility, re-engages, does get the stun off on the Izanami, and gets knocked back by the Loki. Forgot the name completely right there. Alright, so he does use the Berserker's Barrage on the Izanami right there, who's at 74%, and he's able to dodge through, but he gets collected. That might be the elimination, as he was over 100% vulnerability, giving them the tie-up round. Very fantastic job on their part. GG's so far, and I'm buying time in the sky, seeing what's going to happen right there. Going to use my mobility to see if I can come down, and you know what I think I should have done was actually do it on Thor to save him and peel for him as he was attacked by both of these players, dodging straight through right there. I do get hit, but I get knocked knocked a different direction on the map. I do get Soaring Edge, but I still get daggered, which is not something I actually wanted. Tried to get some light attacks off, was not in range. The stun was not in range as well. I'm messing up a lot right now, and I think this is a good showcase of how the enemy team's combo between Izanami and Loki can succeed in so many matchups. They're so versatile and aggressive that they can punish players easily and counter for each other perfectly. Now, with that being said there, we're trying to come for a comeback right here. I do get the stun off. I dodged through, and I don't know why I dodged through. What I should have done was just do a heavy attack. There goes my buddy Thor, and I get eliminated immediately after. Fantastic job on that enemy team right here. Now we're going to go into round 4, and hopefully we're able to pull off this victory, or is this going to be it? We're going to find out. So I'm going to take it a little slow and use my mobility. I didn't get exactly what I wanted, but we did get a very nice stun off on the Izanami, and we did some nice damage to her early on. Gonna grab her up there, spike her down. It wasn't in the exact range I needed it to, but I do catch them both here with a heavy attack. Edge guarding is something really nice. Berserker's Barrage dodging through there from the charge from the Izanami, and she gets ejected with that nice combo. As I was hitting with the light attacks, Mjolnir came out and ejected her straight out. Gonna hold my mobility, use it on Thor to interrupt the Loki right there into some nice side attacks, seeing if I could get the stun, and it does work. Hold heavy, that should be the GG, tying up the rounds. Now we have one more round to see who's gonna come out victorious. Which team is it going to be, the Izanami Loki or the Thor King Arthur duo? Now, I want to say this, I would love to see more teams in game that plays Izanami and Loki. These characters don't get as much love in a duo situation as you would expect it to do. In 1v1, they get a lot of love, but not in 2v2. That could be the spike right there, and that is the elimination. Thor saves himself from being eliminated, coming in with the spike, and GG's all around. Fantastic games today. Hopefully I'll see you in the next game.